Hi everybody, it's Kendrick from Providence Tarot, and I wanted to give you all a weekend reading. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some of the general energies based on like what the experience is for most of us right now. Bottom of the deck, central energy, immediate influence, foundation, what we do know and what we don't know or what we're moving towards, that type of thing. Then I'm going to go through and do the air signs, followed by the water signs, followed by the earth signs, and then I'm gonna go in and give the fire sign energy. Now I'm not gonna be giving a specific sign the energy of the placement. I'm just going to give the general energies of the cards there that are there for all three of the signs that are represented by that element, if that makes sense. Okay, so here we go. So underneath the deck, at the bottom of the deck, we got the Hermit, which is the Epiphany card. So this is talking about the completion of something or nearing the completion of something, a greater understanding, one that can be projected. It's like perceptions and projections. What are you projecting? You know, from the information that you are receiving from, your subconscious or from spirit. It's almost kind of like this nine is you really understanding what something is, the real truth of a situation. It says, joy through spiritual growth, be a light to others, answers that come through meditation. So that's what I mean by that whole thing. It's almost like you guys are spending time with yourselves. You're having these things that come up in your mind that are making you realize some things that you may have not realized before. You know, you're starting to put pieces of puzzles together that maybe you didn't understand, or maybe, there was just some element of external influences, right? And you were being distracted from what it was that you were meant to start to understand or start to see really in front of you. What was being what was coming to a culmination, or what was coming to a completion. What were you feeling about something, that type of thing. So now, also, just to counter that, right, this is Virgo energy. So it's talking about routine efforts in something. Maybe something completed that was something that was ongoing for you, and then it became not ongoing. Or maybe you guys kind of like understood what it was that was affecting you and your ability to satisfy or fulfill certain areas of your life, right? Because you were trying to figure out like what the hell was going on. We have been, right? A lot of us have been ever since the Mercury retrograde, and now it's, direct. Now we're feeling renewed a little bit. We're feeling fresh energy, but we're still trying to figure out what's left over from that. And on top of that, we're going into this retrograde season, you know what I mean? But at least the inner planets, Mars and Venus and Mercury for a while, won't be going retrograde at all, okay? So we are thinking about our intuition. We are thinking about, our gut feelings about things. We are understanding how we might be biased in certain situations. Maybe we might be asking ourselves those critical questions. We're doing a lot of critical thinking. Mercury is very present in this reading right now through the Virgo Epiphany card, which is the Hermit, okay? And then also, right here in the center of the reading, we have the moon, which is 1 and 8, right? Which is 9, 18 is the moon. And I believe that is the fourth stage of spiritual enlightenment. And that's actually quite interesting because 4 is, Cancer energy, and that's the fourth house, which the fourth house in astrology is ruled by the moon. So some of us could be dealing with Cancer energy, some of us could be dealing with mothering energy, some of us could be dealing with, listening to our subconscious, maybe being uncomfortable by what our subconscious might be revealing to us, and understanding what it is that we need to use and take to apply what our subconscious is teaching us and telling us, right? How are we going to use our intuition as a tool to help guide us? That whole GPS thing, right? So, your intuition kind of like gives you reasons to initiate change, right? or to make things happen, or to communicate certain things. The fourth house is very important, and the moon is very important as well. And being that the moon is the ruler of Pisces in the tarot, Pisces also being related to the high priestess energy, which is 11 and those two, the symbol of the 11. So that is talking about an understanding, right? Something to be revealed by way of choosing, because your intuition and your feelings make you initiate these things that bring about change, which has to come from your choice, and the opposition of the two ones, right? The 11, that type of thing. And it's kind of like the line is being drawn there, right? So then there's kind of like an understanding of what's about to occur, or what has started to occur, what is unfolding, what path are we on, okay? Because the nines do talk about getting closer and closer to a path, or getting closer and closer to figuring out something at the end of a stretch of your path, okay? Because the moon is related to Cancer, like I said, as well, and that's talking about moving forward and confidence. The moon is also talking about fear-based things and acknowledging the courage that it's going to take to listen to your own emotions, right? And then also, the moon is your weaknesses. You're understanding where your weaknesses are. Some of you might be feeling emotionally weak at the moment because you are making yourself aware of certain things that you may not be able to change, right? There might be some fixed energy, some things that you might be dealing with in terms of like a level of strength. You might have to exercise a great level of strength, or a great deal of strength, in regards to where your focus is right now and what's really pulling your attention, because the moon pulls on us. So these emotions are pulling on you, you know what I mean? And it's so sensitive, you're so highly sensitive to it, that you're very in tune to yourself. Okay, it says the opportunity to improve your plans. Listen to your intuition for accurate guidance. Face your fears and grow stronger. Okay, and the challenge of that is the Seven of Gabriel. And the Seven of Gabriel is challenging this moon, right? And like I said, the moon rules Pisces in the tarot, okay, traditionally. And it is ruled by, or the moon rules Cancer in astrology. But I think that they're both fluid. So in the tarot, I say that the moon rules Pisces and Cancer. It could be any water sign. It could be a Scorpio as well. Most of the time, it's going to be a Cancer or Pisces. But this Seven of Gabriel is talking about standing your ground, you know what I mean? And really understanding what it is that your intuition is telling you and teaching you, so that you can move forward. It's like, what are you learning out of this whole thing, right? I know it's been tough. I know you've been feeling a lot of opposition, probably. You've been wondering how you're going to get things done, be disciplined and motivated at the same time. You're trying to see the best case scenario out of whatever situation you might be involved in, or whatever circumstance you might be experiencing right now. You know what I mean? This is talking about confidence. This 7 is, you know what I mean? And the confidence to see your way through to victory. You know what I mean? It's saying not to give up based on this heightened sense of emotion that you are feeling right now. You need to stay passionate about your intention, right? And it's also talking about staying on the path with a great purpose, okay? This 7 of Gabriel, it's Mars and Leo. So, Mars rules Aries, and the sun is exalted in Aries, so there's a lot of great energy there when you, self-declaration, self-identity, understanding who you are and expressing that by action, right? And then you have Leo, which the sun rules Leo. And Mars really does well in that sign because it's a fiery planet. So it's saying use that energy, use that drive, use all of those things that you know that make you exceptional, and funnel that into this experience that you might be feeling challenged by. It says stand up for what you believe in, have confidence, claim your personal power. That's your challenge, right? Staying confident, right? Because these emotions are getting the best of you, so sometimes it makes you feel weak, right? But it's saying stay confident because really you're just going through the emotional evolution. You're going through an emotional evolution. There's some upheaval that's been happening, and you're just, responding to that. You know what I mean? And that's normal. Just definitely stay strong, okay? So, what we know we're working with here is the King of Gabriel. So, this could be you, right? Um, it says, keep your eyes on the big picture, leave the details to others, experience that leads to success, genuine concern for others. Okay, so this is just talking about being very authentic in your intention, your will, your purpose. You know what I mean? If you're doing everything with good intentions and with all the best intentions, and you're actually providing a level of um, interest to whatever it is that you're involved in or whatever you're doing. This is talking about perspective as well. It's talking about understanding that you can keep yourself engaged spiritually and passionately continue to be engaged in your experience if you understand that there are still some great things that you are capable of doing even when you are facing adversity, right? You're still capable of achieving things even when you feel like life is kind of like slapping you around a little bit. Okay, and I feel like a lot of you guys have had experience, right, in life, and a lot of things have happened for you. So it's like you've done a lot, you've seen a lot. You know what I mean? You've been a lot. The King of Gabriel could be fiery. It is fiery, but it could be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Um, the kings are fixed, so this would be Leo energy. So here we go again. That Mars and Leo is crossing the moon, and then we have the King of Wands, fixed fire, which is Leo. So it's talking about pride, right? It's understanding that you can still take a great sense of pride in who you are, even though you are being challenged, even though you are facing some tests, even though you are having to prove some things to yourself within your circumstance, right? A lot of us are having to do that. And it's been very difficult because you have to make some decisions and some choices to be fair to yourself, right? Based on what you know you feel and based on what you know you deserve, okay? Because it really is talking about that type of thing. What you feel you know you deserve. And if anyone is sort of like getting in the way of that, then there's a problem there. So it's kind of like the keep your eyes on the big picture, right? Don't get bogged down on like, itty bitty petty things with individuals because really it's your life that you're thinking about and not this person's opinion about one aspect of your life or one day of your life or one thing that is happening in your life. Okay, that type of thing. Definitely focus on you because when you focus on you, you get more done. That's true. Um, yeah, for sure. And you can have genuine concern for others, but make sure they have genuine concern for you, right? If they like when you have concern for somebody, you'll know if they actually want your help or not. So if somebody doesn't seem like they want your help, then don't give it to them. Okay, and at the top of the reading, you have the Magician. This is talking about the ability to understand one's capabilities, right? And this is talking about you're going back to that. You're going back to identifying with one's purpose, identifying with one's source of energy. How are you utilizing your best tool, which is yourself? What are your talents? What are your gifts? It's kind of like what can you do with what you know that is going to produce more for you, right? It's kind of like you're at the beginning stages of something, but this is good because it's like a new big phase that's changing because the magician is saying that you have a lot of possibilities. There's a heightened potential to you experiencing whatever it is that you're experiencing now, and it's good because there's a lot of light energy here with this. It's talking about communication as well. Be open with your communication. If there's something that you would like to express to someone, that you would like to have, or that you would like to do, or that you would like to involve yourself in, it really is talking about initiating things. This could be Gemini, this could be Virgo energy, or this could even be Aries energy too, just being a one and that being the first sign. um Absolutely. And then it could also even be a Capricorn or an Aquarius. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I'm just saying that. I don't know why. Anyway, let me go ahead and flip over these cards for the air signs at 15 minutes and 35 seconds. So air signs, you guys are definitely going into some situations that are going to test you, and they're going to challenge you in a positive way. You're going to bring more value to your experience, right? What you're getting out of your experience. The pages are ruled by Saturn, and Saturn's talking about time, it's talking about patience, it's talking about efforts, it's talking about consistency as well, and it's talking about staying the course, right? The pages really do have something to learn, but they have also been kind of like ushered into this opportunity to even learn. It's kind of like, the pages are admitted into a new phase, right? So it's like an admittance into something. Maybe some of you are waiting to hear back if you've gotten admitted into university or into college or a master's program or something like that. Or maybe you guys are just waiting back to hear from a job. Some of you are. You really do want to. You're going to hear about an opportunity that's going to be coming your way, that's going to allow you to enrich your resume, amp up that resume, beef up that resume. It's going to be another opportunity for you to bring more skill sets to your career or what it is that you do. It's definitely taking pride in the studying and the effort and the learning process, because it is a learning process. And this is something that you are definitely going to immerse yourself in, because the pages are earth, right? That's their energy. And this is the page of Ariel, so it's double earth. So this is talking about stability. It's talking about consistency. It's also talking about formation as well. And it's talking about change. So something is going to change for you, and it might even bring in more finances for you. You might even be learning how to invest more. Maybe you're starting to save a little bit more money or that type of thing. Right next to that, there's the Seven of Raphael, which is the Seven of Cups, and that's Venus and Scorpio. Scorpio is talking about transformation, and it's a seven, so it's talking about conflict and wanting to see your way out of a conflict into a resolution or to victory. And the victory might even just be more emotionally balanced, right? Because it's a little offset here with the seven, and there's a need to want to move forward within an experience that you feel like is going to upgrade your life in some kind of way. You feel like you probably want to make a little bit more money, or you feel like you want to do more. You feel like you just want a more substantial experience right now. You sort of are kind of hungry for things to be happening around you, and for you to start seeing them kind of like accumulate into something that you can really appreciate, right? Something very tangible. You're coming out of a toxic phase, air signs, of relating to an experience that may have been toxic for you, or being in relationships that may have been toxic for you, or some kind of partnership or bond or an unhealthy attachment to something that has really made you probably resent some part of the experience. You might have even been a little bit confused about what it was even meant for you to learn from it. But definitely take a look at what it is that, like the questions that you were asking yourself. Also, you should probably think about the things that you would never do again in this experience, right? The things that you would do over, you know what I mean? Because it is talking about also the wounds of the experience, right? And it could also be talking about just a little bit of emotional PTSD for sure, because somebody probably tried to control your emotions by way of doing like toxic things in the past. This is a different message, but you know, it's saying that you want to move forward and you want to make a conscious choice to move forward. Don't let your emotions get the best of you. Time to make a decision, be clear on what you want, and take action. A need for detoxification, okay? Definitely. You could be trying to detox from a Libra. You could be trying to detox, yeah, definitely me, for sure. You could be definitely trying to, or you could be trying to detox from an experience with a Cancer, okay? Um, yes. Or some of you might be looking to leave a situation maybe in July, or maybe you guys are worried about a decision or a choice that you're going to have to make in terms of like progressions, or like building something or attaining something that is going to build more credit or clout. Maybe you guys are trying to figure out a way to save money, you know, that type of thing. Anyway, let me move on because that message has exhausted itself. That's you, air signs. Now let's move on to the water signs at 21 minutes and 10 seconds. So, water signs, what you got going on? Ten of Michael, ruin of something, and the Page of Gabriel, another page. Okay, so this is pretty good, being that the Page of Gabriel comes after that. Maybe your child ruined something. Maybe your child broke something. Some of you might have some kids that broke something. Or this could just be you feeling like something has broken. Something has ended. Something is not the same anymore. It's a little bit, it's like tarnished, or it's tainted mentally, right? You kind of want to do away with this process that you've been thinking about, or that's been on your mind for quite some time. Ten of Michael is Ten of Swords. And that is Sun in Gemini. Yes. So some of you guys could be dealing with a clumsy Gemini that may have broken something and ruined something for you. Or maybe somebody ended a situation with their mouth, you know, just by like kind of like saying too much. Or maybe somebody really communicated that they needed an ending. Water signs. So, you know, it could have been a Gemini, or it could have been, you know, a Mercury ruled sign. It could even be a Capricorn, with this being a 10 here. So they're saying that there could be like some karma here, or there's like a karmic ending, right? Because this thing, whatever it is, was meant to end at some time anyway. Excuse me, I'm sorry. It says a situation has ended and you are finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. And I feel like you guys are very enthusiastic. If somebody broke up with you, you know what I mean? Or there was some kind of like misunderstanding, right? That brought about this ending. Whatever it was, the ending has brought about a change for you, and it's making you feel refreshed. You are feeling like enthusiastic, and you're brave about this change. You're brave about this ending. You're like, I can handle this, and I'm ready for the newness. Whatever it is that I'm meant to learn, I'm ready to go and learn it. Water sign, okay? So you guys are kind of like not really like spending too much time on, you know, the thoughts of what happened. And you're not even, you're just gonna have feelings about it anyway, regardless. But you're not really focusing on that. You're seeing what you can gain out of this. Like, how can this shift of energy like catapult you or push you in a new direction, right? And I feel like you really feel this energy, and you're optimistic about this, and you want to move forward, right? It says follow your heart. It doesn't say that. I don't know why I said follow your heart. Follow your heart, follow your passion. You are ready for any challenge. Maybe you're dealing with a Leo, Jim. Maybe you're dealing with a Leo water sign. opportunities for excitement and adventure, right? So it's a new opportunity for you because the tens are ruled by the wheel of fortune. So this ending is creating a new opportunity for you inevitably. You know what I mean, water sign? That's great. So now you're enthusiastic about it because you're like, oh, I didn't think that I was going to be able to free myself or let go of that. But now, because you thought it was going to be too risky, but now it's like the risk has been taken away because the ending has happened. So the risk is now really, there is no risk. Just move forward. That's the risk. Being optimistic, being brave, appreciating the ending for the beginning. Okay, water signs, I'm moving on to Earth. Earthlings, calling Earthlings. Okay, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. And y'all got all Earth cards. Work. Mercury and Virgo here. Some of you guys are looking at the details. You're not letting anything get past you, right? You're trying to make sure that you have all of your T's crossed, all of your I's dotted, all of your ducks in the row. This is an opportunity for you to make money, or this is an opportunity for some of you guys to really substantiate something or manifest something, right? It's kind of like if you can think it and you can really put it into, form in your head and process that thing, you've already got it up there. Some of you have already been planning something. Some of you have already been thinking about just the way you want something to be, and then you're going to try to like really push that forward because you have the awareness of the opportunity that is going to come from whatever it is that you want to create for yourself. You're like, I can. It's also adapting to change, right? Are some of you guys like having kids, maybe? Because this is family. This could be growth of the family. You know what I mean? Because the tens are ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter is talking about growth. This could be talking about growth of your finances, growth of your income, right? You could be getting a job that is getting you more money because, the 10 of Ariel is Mercury and Virgo. Virgo is talking about your daily routine and how motivated you are to doing your job and doing the service of your job, right? So some of you might be motivated by making more money, okay? So it's causing you to do a better job, right? You're using your mind a little bit more, right? You're being very efficient as well because you're not trying to waste time on making mistakes and having to do things over again. You want to do things, as they need to be done. And if you're going to do something over again, it's because you've chosen to take it and change it, not because you like messed it up and you have to do it again. So you guys are looking at all of the details and you're very careful about what it is that you're doing because you know that it just takes a very keen eye, okay? It says, there is so very much to be grateful for. Financial success and the promise of retirement for those of you who are older in retirement age. A rich and rewarding family life. See, richness of family means multiplication of people, right? Offspring. Okay, so and then some of you others, this is talking about Six of Ariel, which really does go into this as well. It's talking about financial situations becoming more balanced. You're seeing more harmony within a circumstance that may have involved money or that may have involved, family money, that type of thing. You guys might be offering more, offering money to a family member. Some of you guys could be helping a family member with finances or something of value that's going to bring more stability and security for them because the Six of Ariel is Moon in Taurus. The Moon is talking about, health as well. And then, Taurus is talking about security. So how secure are you in your health? Okay? Earth signs, I don't know where that's coming from, but it's coming from somewhere. And also it's kind of like, it is what you make it. It is what you put into it. It is how you invest. Your life, how you invest in a process or how you invest within a process, right? What is your intention, okay? And trying to get something done or trying to achieve something done. you catch more flies with honey, I think. Is that what they say? So this is kind of like you offering up the best part of you to a situation that needs your creative nurturing, right? Your creative nourishment, right? You're offering something, you're bringing tangible things, you're bringing money, or maybe you're raising money for a good cause, okay? Um, it says material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways, acts of kindness, giving or receiving with a grateful heart. Okay, Earth sign. So I feel like you guys are being very genuine right now with yourselves and your energy, and you really just want to kind of like make make the experience that you are in right now, or the circumstance or whatever. If it is a challenge, you know what I mean. You want to make it the best. You want to make the best of it. You want to have comprehensive efforts to make a situation better. Okay, that's what you're thinking about. Consistency, comprehensiveness. Okay. So now let's look at the fire signs to end it. Okay, fire signs at 30 minutes and 20 seconds. Fire signs, what you got going on? Divine guidance. Okay, so fire signs, you could be dealing with a Taurus, or you could be dealing with status quo, commitment, trying to follow the rules, trying to create healthy habits that are going to bring about more security for you. You're taking pride in your belief systems, right? And you are also seeing where things go in a relationship that you might be wanting to commit yourself to, fire signs. Um, you're probably feeling a spiritual connection, or there might be some sort of like soulmate connection. It's almost like you're listening to your spirit, or you're listening to whatever sort of divine source that's coming to you from an earthly place. It's like it's coming to you from peers and people around you. You're seeking help, right? Or people are giving you their advice. They're giving you spiritual advice, and they're giving you meaningful advice, and they're giving you life advice, right? On what to do in a scenario that you might be feeling challenged in, or you might just be feeling challenged by life in general and wondering what's the right course to do. You're thinking about, what's ethical. You're thinking about, staying true to you, your morals, and your belief systems, right? You kind of want to always receive a level of respect that makes you feel dignified, right? Because you know the importance of what it is to be you. It says the search for meaning in life. Consider an alternative approach. Surround yourself with wise teachers and friends. Definitely. The fifth house is Leo. So that's talking about, family. And five, that's institutions, right? Institutions of family. So you guys could be thinking about the importance of family right now and how you are divinely connected to your family. Um, and May is Mother's Day. You might be thinking about that. May is talking about Mother's Day. Um, and I feel like you just are listening to your spiritual guidance right now, and you're letting that sort of like be a mentor for you in real time. You're always be able to go to that place and see like what really matters to you. Okay, what's the last card for you guys? Ten of Raphael. So that's great. Family. That's family. That's family. So you guys are kind of like reappreciating family. Okay? You're starting to reappreciate the love of family, fire signs, and you're understanding that what the importance of family is for you. So some of you fire signs might be just thinking about family and the stability that it offers and what that means for you, and where you stand in regards to maybe having that and attaining that. Because the five, divine guidance, is the Hierophant. That's ruled by Taurus, and that's talking about I have. You know what I mean? Definitely having family and having loved ones brings security to you for real in real life, because you have someone that's there. Okay, and then also the 10 of Raphael. The 10 is talking about opportunity. It's also talking about expansion and growth in love, and growth in the emotions. Maybe your feelings are growing for somebody. You're starting to feel yourself reinforce, you know, the commitment, or you're probably starting to feel yourself strengthen the commitment, or maybe you're regenerating certain passions towards the commitment. It says love and blessings fill your life, harmonious relationships with family members, happily ever after. Okay, I'm thinking that this is pretty good for y'all tonight. I don't have my bell to close it out. Ring a ding ding. I'll use this. It's over there, you guys. Silly. Okay, there's your weekend reading. Air signs, water signs, earth signs, fire signs. New focus, emotional evolution, stay on course to victory. You have what it takes. Keep a strong perspective. Keep a strong passion in your heart, right? Clear intention, and meeting that with action. Okay? Hi everyone, like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, Providence Tarot. I am also NYC Kendrick NYC, and the Tongue Pop. This is your weekend reading for all signs, or all elements. Yeah?